The secret of leverage. I'm telling you, when I learned this, you can't unlearn certain things. It's always on your mind. So I'm looking forward to sharing that. I'm going to really quickly take a few seconds and say hello to the people that are posting. Hi, Bill. Hi, John. If you see an IC next to their name, that's my inner circle. Hi, Jerome, Arthur, Jody. Hola. Bill, my son, Matthew. Thank you, Paul, Jerome, Melody, Mary. Thank you guys so much. This is going to be a great video. I love talking about this. Hey, Kai, how are you? Great to see you on here. And I noticed that Kai's got a different color. What does that mean? All right, on his IC. So we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's subject is the secret of leverage. Leverage. Now, before I start talking about leverage, have you ever heard that phrase? Oh my God, I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. My eyes, I can't unsee that. And the first time that I noticed this was with an optical illusion. So someone showed me that an optical illusion, and they'd say, well, what do you see? And I'd say, well, believe it or not, I see a woman. And they go, you don't see the duck? I'm going, no. Or maybe it was a rabbit and a duck. Yeah. And he says, can you see the rabbit? And I'm going like, yeah. Well, can you see the duck? No, I can't. And then they draw it out. And all of a sudden you go, oh my God, of course I can see it. See, that's why I'm going to share this, the secret of leverage, because once this was explained to me, once I understood this, then I can't unsee it. I can't unthink it. It's a shorter path to freedom, and it's the shortest path to the ideal lifestyle as I have dreamt it. And it also fulfills the need for me to give and help other people. So when you understand this, like going through the cash flow quadrant, when you become a business owner, it's hard to become an employee. It's hard to become self-employed when you're a business owner. So let me share with you that first. I don't know if you've seen this before, but how many people have seen the FedEx logo? All right. Any of you seen the FedEx logo? All right. So now that I show that, right? I'm still here. Now that I show that, how many of you can see the white arrow? How many of you can see the arrow? All right. So now all of a sudden, once you see the arrow, I promise you, every time after that, every time after someone pointed this out to you, you can't unsee the arrow. No, it doesn't stop you from seeing the FedEx logo, but you see both. And sometimes you'll find your eyes will go directly to the arrow, right? So why am I bringing this up? Once my mentor showed me leverage, it ruined me in a good way because I no longer could be ordinary. I no longer could be average. I no longer could use excuses for not earning income. So the dictionary, talks about leverage. And how they talk about leverage is pretty simplistic. It's like leverage is the action of a lever, a mechanical advantage gained by. So when you think about that, it's like this is the first way that science shows leverage, right? So what they constantly are saying is that the fulcrum here, big word for me, but I actually went to school for that, right? So the fulcrum is when you move it, it creates advantages for you. How many of you would love an advantage over majority of the people? Isn't that a simple question? Oh my God. Thank you, Mary, so much. Thank you, Bill. You guys, I love you, man. Thank you, Jody. You guys are the best, man. You're just the best. So when someone shows you, like, say you were trying to pick up a rock, right? And you're trying to pick it up and you can't move the rock. And all of a sudden, a guy comes over with a crowbar, which is a long piece of metal. And they take that crowbar and they take a piece of wood and they slam that crowbar in next to the rock, put a piece of wood there, like a 4x4, and they push down on it and it just moves the rock right out of the hole. So the second that someone shows you how to do something that was difficult before and now it's easy, why would you go back to the difficult? Why would you go back to the difficult? So I bring this all up to say to each and every one of you is that here are some leverages I want you to think of, right? And let's see if you can answer these questions. It's really an IQ test, right? So one way that there's leverage out there, right, is of course the mechanical, the teeter-totter concept, right? That's leverage. But another way that we hear about leverage is compounding interest. So, if I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would say daily cost average, which basically means that I can take a little bit of money every paycheck and put it into something that's going to grow. And every one of you have heard these thoughts. Every one of you. Oh my God, if I could have bought Microsoft stock when it first went out, Apple stock, almost every Fortune 100 or Fortune 10 company. If I could have just bought Google stock, if I could have just bought NVIDIA stock, if I just could have put $10, $20 in there every month. I didn't say week. I didn't say day. I always could have found a way to take $10 or $20 and just constantly put it in there, And that's leverage. What's the chances of Apple being here? So when people first hear this concept and they go, oh my God, do you know if you made a $5,000 investment in Apple stock when it started, you'd be a trillionaire today? And I'm just throwing out there. But when people hear this and don't do it, you'll run into them a month later, 2 months later, a year later, 2 years later. Hey, Arthur, how's that Apple stock going? What do you mean? Well, remember when we talked about leverage and compounding interest? Albert Einstein calls it the eighth wonder of the world. When we talked about that, you went, oh, I got it. The doubling of the penny each and every day. I got it. Yeah, I remember that conversation. Well, I'm sure you bought Apple stock after we had that conversation, didn't you? Nope. Wait a minute. So you know about this? Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's go look at what Apple stock grew since we had that conversation. No, I don't want to do that. See, how can you hear something that's so simplistic and not do anything about it? That's crazy to me. Huh? All right. So another thought of leverage. You hear of people that buy real estate, right? And they flip homes and they also have a couple of rental properties. See, that's self-employed. Don't get mad at me. But buying real estate when you're managing, when Terry and I went out to Temecula to visit Matthew and Hannah and Rue and Milo, when we went out there, the person that owned the property had his name on the property, and you called him and he answered the phone. See, that is self-employed. Now, a person that owns an apartment complex with 200 units in the apartment complex, and has a management company running it for them, that's leverage. Are you getting it? And see, thank you, James. Oh my God, you're just amazing. Twice here. Holy cow, James. Uh, I love you. I appreciate you. The children are going to love it. The money goes to orphans. All right. So now we talk about a business strategy, right? So think about ways that when I met my mentor, okay, first of all, he was only like 5 years older than me. And so when he showed me a check for $62,000 attached to the stub in the envelope, do you know my mind was like, poof, how is this possible? And then he said the magic words. He said, Robert, I have over 30,000 people responsible for my income. Every time one of these people bring in another person or they personally buy products or services, I get paid on it. What? See, that the printout, the printout, logging into your back office and seeing all the people, that's sometimes to me more impressive than the actual money that is made. Because when you have other people responsible for your income, like 200 people paying for their apartment rent, what are some other ways to create leverage? I want you guys to hear this. What if you took a company public? And when you took it public, you could build the vision and the story of where the company was going enough so people would buy shares of stock. See, it would start out as a penny stock, and then it would work its way up NASDAQ. You keep getting these levels, and then it's the New York Stock Exchange or the international, right? So if Microsoft and Apple and Facebook and Amazon, if they got millions and millions and millions and millions of people that own one or more shares of their stock, would that be considered leverage? See, what's so unique about that is now the people in the stock market now tells you your evaluation. Are you listening to me? They go, well, the stock market right now says that you're worth almost $3 trillion. Do you believe that these companies can borrow money on their evaluation? Absolutely, they can. See, that's leverage. So when people that are just normal people try to get a loan, they go, well, what's your assets? I don't have any assets. What's your positive cash flow? I don't have a positive cash flow. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you understand leverage, then everything you're going to think is, how can I help other people make money? And if I could help them make money, then their efforts is helping me efforts. What's another way? How many employees do you think that Walmart has? Microsoft. So see, a lot of people might whine and complain because they feel like they should be paid more. But then there's people that are working for all these corporations, including Amazon, that they never interview the people that think Walmart and think Amazon. See, they do commercials every once in a while. Yeah, when I was a teenager, I started in McDonald's, and then I worked there, and then they started supplementing me so I could go to college. And then once I got my degree, they made me a manager. And then after I became a manager, then what happened is I saved enough money to buy my own franchise. And instead of just owning one franchise, I worked enough and saved enough money to make my McDonald's an asset. And then what I did is now I have 7. Now I have 10. So making money is one thing. Having freedom and lifestyle is another. I hope you guys are like looking at yourself going, leverage, 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 right? So a lot of people in my industry, they don't understand that. They say, well, I keep building a group and it disappears. I keep building a group and they disappear. And I keep bringing in people and then they don't do anything. And I keep bringing in people and they don't do anything. So there might be a lot of reasons why you're going, oh my God, why am I finding the wrong people? And why won't these people do anything? Well, it's because they don't understand leverage. What they understand is self-employment and sales. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because when you sell someone something or you use a presentation to close them on a big package, you didn't teach them anything about leverage. What you tell them is, hey, get as many people as you can to this presentation that I'm doing on Thursday night. And then you say, listen, get in and buy this product. Oh, by the way, this is the best product. This is a weight loss product. This is a Forex product. So you're selling product. And so when people buy product, they got involved because they wanted to make money. Now they'll use the product and then they'll try to sell the product, which is not leverage. That's the same as trading hours for dollars. Work Monday through Friday, get paid. 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 You get this? So now you sell product or close people on a package, and then they don't do what you told them to do, is now share your affiliate link, get as many people as you can to this presentation, get as many people to this video on the product. And what they do is they'll get in and they'll go, God, it would be cool to supplement my income. You see, some of these people are making incredible income. I'd love to do that. And then they get in, they start using no leverage, and they just focus on sales. And then when people buy the product, if they don't start making money to cover the cost of the product, they quit. And most people won't ever share the link with anybody until they get paid. And they don't know what to do and they don't know how to get paid. So then they leave. So they start, leave, start, leave, start, leave, start, leave, start, leave. And then you got people all of a sudden that say to me, Robert, man, this business is not for me. So you're not using leverage. So another way to make money and leverage is subscription models. So like Amazon Prime, $35 billion a year. Did you hear the B? Billion. How could we get subscribers? I got this idea. What if we allowed them to become an affiliate for free and then allowed them to shop? And when they shop and find something they might want to buy, we'll then say to them in the shopping cart, hey, listen, if you become a Prime member, we'll throw in a bunch of cool stuff, but we'll also give you a discount plus free shipping. So bottom line, people that are not Prime members, the people with Prime membership get a deeper discount on everything they buy from Amazon instead of people that are just free. So for the 200 million subscribers, this is a no-brainer. Now, what other companies using this model? YouTube. So when you look at the largest companies in the world, oh my God, there's Google. No, they call themselves Alphabet. And then under Alphabet is Google, and under Google is YouTube, right? So you think about, wow, how much does it cost to use Google? How much does it cost to use Gmail? I don't understand how these people were the third and the fourth largest companies in the world. How much does it cost for a Facebook account? Right? So the numbers is people don't understand leverage. is if you serve the masses with free stuff, then they're going to try it. And when they like it, then they could possibly talk about it. So my focus has always been when I met individuals that taught me how to leverage, to always share with people a theoretical plan, the plan on how we were going to take whatever money they take away from Walmart, Target, Costco, and Amazon. And if they move this over and they get brand bucks where they could purchase any of our 1,000 products, some digital, in 200 countries. Now, when they like it and they try it with a money back guarantee, now you can share with them how to leverage, how to find a way to get them an extra credit wallet, get them an extra pay into their family. Now, when you show them that, they might forget everything that you told them, and they immediately go back to the employee model, the consumer model, because they've done this their whole entire life. They were involved in the consumer model, probably a lot of them before they ever understood even how to speak. Because you don't have to speak and you're around your mom and dad and you point at something in the store and you start throwing a fit, or you get excited and then they buy that thing and give it to you. Whoa, we learned this really, really easy. So now you focus on the arrow. You focus on the arrow, and then all of a sudden, because you wasn't looking at leverage anymore, you're not thinking about leverage, then you go back to the consumer side. So when you help someone get a result and then you help those people get a result, you got to focus on making people sure that they understand leverage. Now, one of the craziest things with people all over the world, because of what I've done in this industry in 37 years, is want me in their company. And I look for a couple of things. One, is it free to get in? Can I actually get someone a paycheck or money into their family without them investing money? See, because I'm all about baby steps. I'm not interested in taking 800, 1,500, 5,000 from them, like killing a sheep, instead of learning how to shear it and take care of it. See, that's not my business model. Selling stuff is not my business model. Selling stuff is not my business model. My business model, from the time that I learned this, is how could I get 30,000 people in my group? How could I get 30,000 people that knew exactly what they needed to do to eventually get their product for free, adding another $200 to their budget, teaching people that they got buying power that they can take away from Walmart, Target, Costco, and Amazon, and take the time to get them to understand how simple and easy this business is by examples that I've done on other videos, which is like, hey, you know what? Are you an Amazon Prime member? I am. Wow. You're an Amazon Prime member. Do you remember who gave you the link to become an Amazon Prime member? No, I don't remember that. Have you ever purchased anything from Amazon? I have. Did it show up at your house? It did. And you didn't sit through an hour presentation. You didn't have somebody to do a 3-way call with you or get you on a Zoom to close you to be a Prime member? No. You mean you just signed up as a free affiliate all by yourself and then looked at the products that were available with the money back guarantee and then tried the products? Yeah. Okay. So when you hear Amazon has affiliates and Apple has affiliates, see, I talked about the subscriber model. And now we're talking about, wait a minute, are you telling me that if I join for free and decide to buy something that has a money back guarantee and I like it, that I could share with other people how to move their buying power, and then I could actually get my products for free, putting $200 in the budget. Yeah. See, this is when you know people get it. This is when you know people say, I see the white arrow now. I see it. Is I say to people, how many people last month was responsible for your income? Well, I have this one company that owns all the biggest freight liners for shipment. And I'm trying to get to the guy that wants to buy all the FF. You're explaining a job to me. You're explaining a sales job to me. Yeah, but if I get this big deal, I'm done. I don't have to build a group of people. All the other billionaires have a group of people. They got them all. They have employees, they have affiliates, they have subscribers, and they also has customers. See, why do they have the other ones? Because subscription models is leverage. Having a lot of affiliates is leverage. One of the guys that I follow, Alex, that just broke a world record for having the most people at a individual business seminar. He allowed them to come to the seminar for free. Holy cow. Then at the seminar, he not only taught them stuff for free, but then he gave them his book and a free course for free. What? How did he do that? Well, he told people that if they could sign up as an affiliate for free, and if they sent their link to 2 other people to get them to come to the event. And what he did was a really neat little spin. You see, it costs $99 to secure your seat at the event. And if you showed up at the event, he gave you the $100 back. He gave you the $99 back if you showed up. This would ensure. So it was over, I forget, they said they blew it out of the water, and the record before was 20,000 people. And so when he's asked, how do you sell so many books so fast? He said, I had over 29,000 affiliates. Wait a minute. He didn't say, I sold 500,000 copies of the book. I'm a customer. I just want to sell books. I just want to sell courses. No, because that's one time. You sell the book, no more customer. You sell the course, no more customer. He wanted the subscribers on his YouTube channel. So, how are you applying leverage? If I asked you today, how many people are responsible for your income? And you say, well, I brought some people in as affiliates, but they didn't do anything. I'm telling you, they probably didn't do anything because they didn't have a plan and they didn't understand how to leverage. They, through the presentation, learned that they had to buy something. And now their job is to sell something. Just a thought. Because see, there's other companies in the world where their retention level of their affiliates are 5, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. How in the hell could someone bring in a person that's an affiliate and keep them virtually for life? Teach them to look for the arrow. Hey, leverage. This is what we got to do to create leverage. I'm with a company right now. Listen to this. This will blow you away. You don't have to be good in sales. You don't have to be good in communications. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is be smart enough to understand this company has leverage and introduce somebody that you know wants to make six figures plus a year. And if you introduce them to the company by saying as little as possible and getting them to see what leverage can do for them, that person comes in, they make $10,000 on a residual check, you get $3,000 from the company every month. Every month they get a residual check, you get 30% of their check. What? And that's where I always understand leverage. Leverage is how many of you heard, doesn't make a difference if you know them or not. But, Kelsey right now, the wide receiver, Kelsey is known everywhere in the world now because he happens to be dating Taylor Swift. And now they're calling it the Swift effect because there's so many people that follow her on social media that out of all those followers, some of them buy tickets, buy merchandise, buy everything that she has. So now if she goes to a football game, then all of them are going, wow, I don't know anything about football, but maybe I'll get to see Taylor Swift there. And now Travis Kelce, his jersey grew up by 300%. People are buying his jersey all day, every day. That's leverage. See, she built a social media following, and now when she's interested in something else, she brings that effect to that. I hope it's clicking for you, because people are like, how did this person become a millionaire? How did this person become a multimillionaire? How did this person be worth 500 million? How did this person become a billionaire? It's constantly leveraging the people that they're giving stuff to. So in the last part of the Kelsey deal is how many of you have heard of Travis Kelsey, but how many tied in for Kansas City? They're playing this weekend. How many of you know who Travis Kelsey's agent is? Do any of you know who his manager is? Do you know who Taylor Swift's manager and agent is? See, these are people that understand leverage, in my opinion, almost better than anybody else. They never ever thought about the skills. Do you think I'm a good singer? Do you think I'm a good athlete? Do you think I'm a good football player? No. Well, wait a minute. What if we did this? What if I found people that were really good at something, and then I connected them with the the football team? So if I represent this person and get them involved in their team and negotiate the contract, I make money. And then when and if he becomes successful, I could get him endorsements. So I can get him like a Pepsi commercial and a Geico commercial and a CVS commercial. And every time I got this person with his name notoriety to do an advertisement for somebody and I hooked that up, that I would get paid every time the company pays. Yeah. See, that's leverage. And every time I use this example, we all know the answers to the following questions. Listen closely. If the manager agent / agent of Travis Kelce, do you think that they represent more than one athlete? Does it make a difference if they're male or female? Jerry Maguire. Does it make a difference how old they are? Does it make a difference what race they are, or what country they were born in, or what country they were raised in? So you want to talk about an equal opportunity is people that figure out leverage, because leverage, the laws apply, the mathematics apply. If I can pick up a rock by using leverage with a crowbar, then you can. See, when everyone understands leverage, it works for everybody. Everybody. But you got to understand leverage. So when you don't understand leverage, then what you do is you constantly don't use it. So when I seen this compensation plan, I went, hang on a second. So I can work with somebody, show them the plan, get them to dream about what they could do with the money, and I can get them to introduce me to people that are better than them. And then I can work with those people, and I can work with those people that are better than them. And I can work with those people that will introduce me to someone that better than them. And I can go all the way down and find people that are similar to me and work ethic, consistency, faith, and belief. And in that scenario, all those people would be compensated. Yeah. They would make more than they spend. Yeah. Holy cow. That's leverage. And so when I share this with you, I hope you guys get this enough that a majority of the people on the planet, majority of the people on the planet, sad to say, sometimes they say, I don't think no one knows what the percentage is, but some people say it's 97. Some people say it's 99. 99% of the people, when you try to show them the arrow, they don't care. They could care less. Just like when I talked about Apple stock, NVIDIA stock, Microsoft stock. Do you guys think that this stock on the companies that I just talked about, Berkshire Hathaway, do you guys believe that their stock is still going to be up 5 years from now, up 10 years from now? So I explain leverage to you. Doesn't mean any of you will take a couple of $100 and buy a share of stock. In fact, statistics say that you're not gonna. You're not gonna do that. You hear about no money down real estate, and that if you really learn that skill, you could end up buying an apartment building instead of one or two houses that you flip. That's a job. That's a job. Yeah, I don't want I don't want to learn any of that stuff. Well, what if you could help a bunch of people move their money from big stores like Walmart, Target, and you don't have to explain it to them. You don't have to explain it to them. You can let me explain it to them. And all they got to do is feel comfortable enough once they get a couple of paydays that they could share their affiliate link and keep doing it. Yeah, yeah. No, no, I would no, no, I don't want to do that. Well, then do the subscriber model. Start a YouTube channel. Would that mean that I would actually have to get out of my comfort zone and do something? That I'd actually have to create content that made people feel better, inspired them, make them confident? Yeah, ain't freaking doing that. Wow, perfect timing. Santa Corky, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you for being such a supporter. Now he has, you know, 1.5 million. I don't know where you are, Corky. Corky has over 1 million people responsible for his income because he took the time to create a way to make people feel loved, put a smile on their face on TikTok. So, see, I know it can be done. And my goal in this video is every day that you're not focused on leverage and figuring out how to put people in a better place than they were before you met them, by helping them earn extra income in an economy like this. The last thing I'll say in this video, I posted on my Facebook social media, every one of them, that, they had the top 5 jobs for 2024. And they said right now, more than any time in history, 85% of people that are employed are looking for something new. 85. 85. And remember the agent? One of the categories, if you watch the video, is you should work in AI, you should consult an AI, and you should be a recruiter. Because if 85% of the people that have a job would like to look for something else, how are they going to hear about something else? So no one really understands how big affiliate marketing is and how simplistic it is, because there's so many people out there that are uneducated teaching how complex it is. And the reason that people make things complex is because when you feel it's complex and you feel you need to give them 5 grand or 10 grand or 20 grand so they can teach you this very sophisticated thing. But I'm telling you, listen closely. If your goal is to hit the target, and that target would be one day, focus, one day to have a number of people responsible for your income. 2's better than 1, 4's better than 2, 8's better than 4, 16's better than 8, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So people can't fathom and understand, how could you possibly do 100,000 of volume a month? Oh, that's easy. That's, what is that? 1,000 people doing, 1,000 people doing $100. That's easy. Everybody else is like, yeah, but I can't sell them stuff. They don't want to be given stuff. When they looked at all those, new things that people want to do, I'm going to be talking a little bit about this tomorrow on the Ask Me Anything. It's like people, when they do a poll of what would you like new in your life, they don't go, oh my God, I gotta find something to buy, man. I gotta find someone online and buy some of their diet stuff. I gotta buy some CBD. What else would I like to change in my life? I really want to increase. I want to put more on my credit cards, and I want to spend more money. That's what I want to do new in my life. Or do you think it's like, no, I'd like to change jobs and I'd like to make more money. I'd like to have more certainty in my life. I'd like to learn a skill and learn a new way that I can get leverage, because I've already figured out that if it's just me doing it, I'm going to get burnt out. And if I get burnt out, that means my people will get burnt out. And I'm really sick and tired of starting over and over and over and over. So I think I know what I'm doing, but it's pretty obvious that I don't. So I hope you got something out of this video. If I can do it, you can do it. The only thing that's uniquely different for me than you is I had a mentor that made me understand leverage. I knew I needed to say as little as possible to as many people as I can, as fast as I can, then give them a game plan on exactly how I could get income into their family. And I needed to find the shortest steps to do that. Hey, just introduce me to somebody. Here's the kind of person I'm looking for. Oh, I can introduce you to that person. Great. I'll do all the talking. I'll get them in, and then I'll do it with them and do it with them and do it with them. A little different. Well, how much is this going to cost me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let me prove this works for you before you do anything. So I love and appreciate you. If no one's giving you permission to be happy and fulfilled, let me be the first successful. I give you permission. My mentors did that for me. I love and appreciate you. Please do me a huge personal favor and subscribe. Click on that little bell. We do a number of videos a day. Crazy. And I'm here to help you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. So tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, we're doing a Ask Me Anything. And you can come on and share this with people, and you can come on and ask me any question about anything. My goal is to share with you the wisdom that my mentors taught me, because as soon as they pointed out the white arrow, I could not unsee it. I couldn't unsee it. So now people go, hey, Robert, would you be interested in doing this and doing this and this and this? Can I show other people how to make money with it? No. No leverage? No. But if I sell them this, do I get paid next month? No. No. Don't you have a subscription model that I could introduce other people to and leverage off teaching them how to make money for themselves and their family? No. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. See you guys later. See you on the AMA, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.